You are here, moving in the midst. I worship you.
Hello, everyone, and today I'm going to continue talking about hearing God's word and doing it, doing His will. So, I'm going to tell you my experience. A few years back, I was on a mission trip to Haiti with a group of people, and it was a great experience. When we came back, we had wonderful reports, and also at work, I was reporting at all the mission work that we did. And so a year went by, and there was an earthquake. Most of you know there was a huge earthquake in Haiti. And then, because everyone at work knew the mission work that I did in Haiti and had contact with pastors over there, that my supervisor all of a sudden suggested that we could send clothing over there to help the people. So God was using me as a tool, and my supervisor announced that we could all support Haiti with bringing in some clothing. And then he said that I would take care of it. And this was a little bit of a surprise to me because I wasn't even thinking about what my responsibility would be at the time. So I was working for a huge company. I'm not going to mention the company's name. And every day there was a whole pile of clothing that came in from the employees. Every day my husband and I would fill up the car with all these supplies. And eventually our whole living room was full of clothing supplies. And then we made heaps, like really high heaps of different clothing for men and women and children. So this was all God's will. It's not something that I asked for or prayed for, but I know that it was God's will. And we know through confirmation, not immediate confirmation, but later on, the confirmation that it is God's will. So as I mentioned yesterday, to hear God's will and you don't know if you can do this or handle this, and you should just do it. And so I did. I had no clue how this was going to turn out, or how this whole process with the clothing is supposed to get to Haiti. I have no idea. And as I mentioned before, when it is God's will and God's plan, He supplies all the needs and all the talent and everything that is supposed to come into place will come into place. And here I was thinking, Lord, and praying, how are these clothings going to be shipped? And here someone donated barrels of empty barrels from Toronto and brought them so that we could fill them up with the clothing. And the next step was to label them. And there was a lot of barrels. So as I was praying, I said, Lord, how is this supposed to happen? What's next? What do I do next? And so the next step was shipping. And so when I opened the phone book at the time, and I said, Lord, lead my hand and my fingers to that telephone number, that address, to the proper shipping company. And yes, my fingers were leading to a few. I called them up, and one of them was willing to do the shipping to go to Haiti. And the rest said it's not possible and we can't do that and it's complicated. So I went and spoke with the manager of the shipping company, and he was willing to put all the barrels on the truck, and with other things going to the dock, and also then going on a ship and then over to Haiti to the dock over there. There was a cost involved, of course. And he told me an estimate of the cost of all these barrels that had to go. And so then I thought, okay, Lord, what is the next step? How is this money supposed to come together? As you know, everyone in the company was involved, and some of them suggested, why don't we do a 50-50 draw, or ask everyone for a donation, and it turned out we did a 50-50 draw. So I told everyone the amount of the shipping costs that we need to bring together in order that the barrels can be shipped out. And so after we did the 50-50 draw, the colleagues with me counted the money, and believe it or not, and this was revelation to everyone, that the money that came in was to the penny the money that we needed for the shipping company. So here we see that God is in it. This was confirmation to me that the whole time that God has planned this. He has used me to go to Haiti. I didn't know why I should go to Haiti at the time, and he used me as a tool for this year later, and he knew that this was going to happen. The year later, he knew there was going to be an earthquake, and he knew that I would be willing to do this mission work with getting the clothes, the barrels together, and the shipping. So I had the pastor help me, a few people helped me with packing the barrels at the time, and there was so many clothes, so much to pack, and we jumped on them and packed them down really well and got the proper labels and put them on there. And of course we prayed over each barrel because we know the enemy is also anxious to destroy what God is planning. And he was planning to help those people in Haiti. So tomorrow I'm going to continue this story. First I'm going to say you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.